teams have been playing for more than a century in the heartland of America, and today we're going to settle another chapter in this age-old rivalry where there's a brass bull awaiting the victor. Welcome to Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City, Iowa, home of the Hawkeyes. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Wisconsin Badgers, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Iowa Hawkeyes. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Badgers will kick it away to start us off. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Iowa Hawkeyes offense will get the football first. Tough, hard-fought game the last time these two met, with Iowa taking a close one.
Yeah, and Iowa making the plays when they needed to make the plays. And listen, I just like watching these two squads, Palmer, because they're very similar. Their DNA is similar. How they build team is similar. Their offenses usually struggle similarly. So it was a nice win a year ago for the Hawkeyes.
And because of that win, David, I think both these teams, they spent a lot of time in ice tubs after the game. The difference is that Iowa did it with a smile on their face, and they're hoping to do that again. They better load those tubs up with ice, because you know this game is going to be physical.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Gonna run it. It's Peppers. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Freeman. Out of the backfield, he's open. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires one high and deep. He's got it inside the 25. And the Hawkeyes want to crank the tempo.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Power football with the run. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. The Hawkeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll send the back in motion. Got it behind the line. It's Peppers. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Iowa! A great catch and run for 6. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum is always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So a drive there of 84 yards. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Wisconsin's offense will go to work for the first time. And this might be a real challenge for this quarterback because that corner, David, can take away an entire half of the field.
Yeah, and that's the bright part of this defense. Like you know out wide exactly what you're getting week in and week out, and it is top flight.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Wants to go up top. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. He'll try to do it himself. Crosses the 30, he's got away. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
And on the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
The coaches talked about gotta get to the quarterback, gotta ruffle his feathers a little bit. How about this first drive, man? They've already sacked him twice. This will pay dividends throughout a football game.
Chains keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. The Badgers have their offense in high gear. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. Not a lot going on there. Picked up a couple. Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Tries again to get it in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They believe in their running game on third and goal here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wisconsin. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And the extra point was good. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Balls in the deep ball. And a potentially touchdown-saving tackle made there after the long completion. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now on first down from the 40. Running it to the right. He'll step out of bounds. He's at the 33-yard line. And the Hawkeyes with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Dropping back, it's Freeman. He's got his man, makes the grab. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. The Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But yet, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season season long for these players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Touchdown, Hawkeye! Fitted in the window for the score.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. New Mexico stomped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Albuquerque. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Holds and fires complete to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Off play action. Bringing the heat. Man, did he pay for it, but that hit as he got rid of the ball. And the Badgers will punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And it'll come to rest just inside the 50-yard line. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Scanning the field, it's Freeman. Quickly complete. Turning it on. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup, spotted at the 25-yard line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
And here comes the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. Right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Some of the oldest rivalries in the sport come from the Midwest, and the Big Ten, and Wisconsin and Iowa have been going at it since 1896, guys.
Yeah, and for years and years and years, regardless of whether you're a fan of Big Ten football or you're not, or these two schools, if you like hard-nosed physical football, 3-yard to cloud of dust, good defense, this is your game. And for over 100 years now, fans have been tuning into that.
Well, and I think the competitive nature of this game, too, like the series is almost tied. It's almost identical record, so it just shows you it's going to be a great game, similar styles, and then bragging rights at the end.
Caught close to the marker. It's Rousseau. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing your end zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Caught over the middle. It's Rousseau. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Badgers come to the line in the hurry-up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. These Hawkeye fans know exactly what to do to get behind this D on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Trying to escape and get it himself. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Punt is on its way. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. On the ground, it's Peppers. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to pass, it's Freeman. Caught. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Get it out on the screen. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to 1st down. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch. Make the run. Get the 1st down.
Touch pass on the run. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? What will they dial up on 2nd and 8? Long way to go. They just keep firing. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Hawkeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. Trying to turn the corner on the left. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Throws to the tight end. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. The Hawkeyes send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. They'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Makes the quick grab. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Lost to fire on 2nd down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Jones. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in, it's Rousseau. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. From the gun, running back gets to give. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. To the air on second down. It's complete! And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Badgers!
That is exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
Ready to try the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, you could make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Georgia is on top, but this is a close game. And, you know, back in the day, you'd feed Herschel Walker and go home. That guy needs to emerge for them today. They're up by 10 over Tennessee. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Looking downfield, it's Freeman. Got it in the middle, it's Robinson. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
To the air on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Robinson. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Complete to the right. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
And the Hawkeyes will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They keep it on the ground to open the third. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
The defense defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, an offense you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
How great is it if you're a defensive coordinator that you know I can put 6 DBs on the field in my dime package and I can still get home rushing 4. My guys up front are better than your guys, and we're going to go for it. And they did just that.
And the Badgers will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes the catch right at the 50. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They go to the ground. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Now they'll run the draw. They'll give him a couple that leaves him with 3rd and 8. Trying to pick up a 1st down. To throw, it's Freeman. Going for the big play. Grabs it inside the 15. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Trying to find the end zone. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They want to flex their muscle. 3 tight ends on the field on 3rd and goal. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. He'll sneak it. He didn't get there. 4th and goal from the 1, and they are stuffed. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Quick pass on the fly motion. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. Shakes off the defender. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Now the play fake. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
The Badgers will send out the punt unit. Oh, that's going to be a safety. And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And that's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
The Hawkeyes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to throw, it's Freeman. Fires to the tight end. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on third down from the... He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Hawkeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Let's it fly. Hauls it in. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. They came out hot on this drive. One play and already near midfield. Looking downfield on 1st down. That's caught. It's Rousseau. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks. That's just ridiculous.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Quickly out to the tight end. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Burton. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Grabbed in the middle. It's Stone. At the 35, he's open. An explosive play to wrap up the 3rd quarter. Oh, they finally got him out of bounds, but not before. He carried some momentum for his team into the 4th quarter. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking to throw, it's Freeman. Safe completion on the screen. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Hawkeyes getting set on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. He's got the back in the middle. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Trying play action. He's got it. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quick. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Iowa! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the 4th. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. SMU has opened up its largest lead of the game in what's shaping up to be one of the more one-sided affairs of the weekend. They're up by 24 over what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Out of the gun, the give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Badgers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Throws to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Kinnick is having a connection fit to try to help the D on third down. Oh, they're after him. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. The Badgers will bring the punt team onto the field. And don't forget, he did have one blocked earlier. Signals for the fair catch and looks it in at the 40. Iowa has the ball back on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. Gives it on the option. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. And the Hawkeyes in a good spot here with second and short. Powers through the defender. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. They'll have to get it to the 37 on third down. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking for a man. It's Freeman. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
The Hawkeyes decide to punt it away. A soaring high punt with serious hang time. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. Running back searching for a hole. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. It's complete to the right. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. He'll throw on third down. Finds his tight end. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Leaves it with the back. Got a little space. Spins away from the defense. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Fires to the big fella. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. And the Badgers come to the line with a new set of downs. Give to the running back. Picks up the first down, still moving. And he's brought down after a nice gain. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Under fire. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. The Badgers want to move quickly.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second, regroup before running this next play.
Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Fires to the tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wants to go up top. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Wisconsin. That big score makes the end of this game very interesting.
No doubt the offense got what they needed. More work to do, but you had to get this part accomplished first.
Getting set for the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. They'll run it from the gun. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Looking for a crease. It's McKenzie. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Right back to it. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35. And the Hawkeyes line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll run play action. Fires to the middle. Complete downfield. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And they'll take a knee.
And a nice day, nice win, run the rest of this clock out. This team getting to 3-1 is important. Your dreams are still ahead of you. A lot of football to be played. Nice job starting the season 3-1.
No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival. You're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.